So, welcome back. We will be talking about our third project, which is in some sense a sub-project, but it is big enough to be its own project. So, today we'll be talking about tick bundling. Now, tick bundling is a sub-project in the project of fluctuation space. Fluctuation space and bounded path. So, how is it a sub project? Under tick bundling, what we study is we are basically conducting the study of big groupings. So, how do we study big groupings? So we consider, let's say that out of some stock, right? I'm not going to be able to draw it. Yeah, there's some shit between like this. Let's just continue. Let's just assume it's a really big candlestick chart. Okay, and out of this, you perform size charting. Size chart, and you got some sequence A, 5, 6, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, 9, something like that, right? Some sequence, and then you apply the big grouping, and so you reduce these characters into just mere 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, and so on. Okay. Now, our object of interest is this. We want to basically, we see that taking this basically means that I'm taking one of these things at a time and I'm assigning one of them like this, right? Okay, so this is our mapping so far. Yeah, so the idea is, instead of having a one-to-one mapping from our original sequence to our WG sequence, we want to have a 5-to-1 mapping. So we want to consider string A, B, E, 1, 2, and this is typically something in let's assume this is in the 1 minute scale. 1 minute scale. Right. Now when I go to the 5 minute scale, all 5 minute scale, this A, B, C, D is going to be condensed into one bigger candle that looks like this, maybe. Right. So it has more to do with this candle and this candle. And these candles have somewhat of an influence between when we start from an A. Is it possible for us to end up with a 2? In what configurations of these middle characters is it possible for us to end up with a 2? And so on. These are the kind of questions. So what we're doing is, given 1 minute scale or 1 minute ticks, we're bundling these ticks into the 5 minute scale. So instead of having 1, 4, and 6, we want to see, does it map to a single chart where these are all in 1 minute scale and this is in a 5-point scale. So in some sense, we are taking something from this chapter Vic group. So this is Vic group, this is also a Vic group, and so on. We have 5 Vic groups like this. So let's just say that instead of writing it like this, I have a tuple of WG1, WG2, WG3 until WG5. Okay? And I want to map this to a single WG, let's say WG naught. So in some sense, I have a map that goes from the set of WGs into 5 into a single WG. So remember that the WG is a set of all our Vics, depending on their length. And so we have some sort of function that takes this. Let's write this a little more clearly. Right. So we basically have something that takes you from WG5. We have a function B, let's say. We have 5 copies of the same set of WG, and we're mapping it to a single WG. Okay, and our entire study, this is going to be called the bundle function. And we will be studying the bundle function under this project. So that's it. This project is prefaced clearly enough with simply this definition. Thank you.